Well, we're at Blue Steel Guns in Raytown with Maggie. Maggie, it is always a pleasure. Everybody just loves these videos with you.
I love doing these videos with you. These are amazing.
These are fun to do. For me, it breaks away from the monotony of all the other stuff I do as well.
For me, it's just another day at the shop.
Just cameras are on.
But yeah, there's cameras, and the cool part is that I get to talk to all the people that walk in on this side of the counter and say, we've seen Mark's videos. Aren't Mark's videos the coolest thing ever? And yeah, the guy's pretty darn cool, so I can't complain. So that's pretty heckin' awesome. You get lots and lots of compliments, and you have...
Well, you do too if you look at the comments, but I don't get it. I think that's awesome that people come in here.
We hear it on the phone. We hear it from emails.
Sorry about that, by the way.
No. That's what we're here for. That's why we have a business line. And we hear it, the customers that walk in, tell Mark how much we appreciate his videos. Tell Mark how much useful information he puts out there. Tell Mark, keep up the amazing work. They love to see you, and I think that's fantastic. I'm just coattail riding.
Too. I love that. But you know, it's funny when I post your videos, the comment just, oh, we love Maggie. We love this about Maggie. We love that about Maggie. Everybody just loves Maggie.
Well, that's because they don't have to deal with me daily.
That is, everybody kind of rubs people the wrong way after a while.
Right? Sure. I mean, you know, like the bumper sticker says, no matter how pretty she is, there's somebody somewhere that's sick of putting up with her. So,
that bumper sticker.
There's some expletives that didn't make it into that, but yeah, that's on the bumper sticker, and you know, it's probably very, very, very true. You deal with anybody long enough.
It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time.
There you go.
Well, hey, speaking of information, you know, all this information that you give on these videos, you give this on a regular basis. Like when people come into the store, this is the kind of information you're feeding them on a regular basis.
This is what we're here for. And my least favorite answer is, I don't know. My favorite answer is, let me find out. So that's where a lot of this knowledge comes from, because if I don't know, then I have a wealth of information on this side of the counter and even more information from this side of the counter, and the amazing, amazing, wonderful people out there that do know and will educate me as well. So heck yeah, keep it up.
I had a college professor one time tell me that if anybody asks him a question he doesn't know, he'll say he doesn't know, but he'll get the information and get back to you. And I really appreciated that, because a lot of people will, in those positions or in your position, will just be like, they'll just start saying random words because they don't want to show that there's something they might not know. And I took that into the classroom as well. And oftentimes I tell people, you know, I might not know, but I'll find out for you and I'll let you know.
I think that's amazing. That is one of my favorite things that any teacher and instructor can do, is like, well, I can find out for you. This is something I need to know as well, so let's both learn together.
Absolutely. What do you suppose is kind of like, as far as just the amount, I mean, this may be a loaded question that has no answer to it.
You're in a gun store, aren't all the questions?
Aren't all the questions
loaded? They're all unloaded right
unloaded.
now. Most of them are unloaded. Not all of them.
Except the one in your shoulder holster there, and one in my pocket.
And the other 2 or 3 or 5 that you don't see. So, you know, we got it covered.
But is there like a common theme as far as what people's questions are when they come into a gun store? Is there like a common, like, do you have questions that you hear all the time? You laugh, and I'm guessing there are.
They always start with, I'm new to this. I appreciate that. I know where you're coming from. Nobody wakes up knowing everything. So then the questions usually follow, like, I'm buying a gun online from another state. How do I get it here? How do I go through the process of transferring a firearm from another state so that I can pick it up? Or how do I ship this firearm back to the manufacturer? How do I ship it to the relative or the new buyer that I sold it to out of state? I get a lot of those. That's what we're here
So
for.
gun transfers, that's a heavy
heavy
question.
Gun transfers are a major deal because especially nowadays, you are not able to go to the store of your choice and just go, yes, that is the gun I want. I want that one right there. If it's not on the shelf, we used to be able to order stuff. We
Not
can't
so much anymore.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that. What other kind of questions are they at? Like, what's some other?
Oh my gosh. Well, since you're a girl, you can't help me on this one, but I need to know somebody that knows about firearms. And I'm like, well, you called the right place. You're starting out with a gun store. So I can definitely direct your call to where it needs to go. That's what I do a lot of. Most of them I can answer. They're pretty easy. People wanting to know the difference between, I got this gun that says 9 Luger, but I have 9 Parabellum ammo. How do I get 9 Luger ammo for my 9 Parabellum? Same thing.
Right.
How many languages can you say hello in? You can say 9mm in many languages,
Yes.
and 9 Parabellum, 9 Luger, 9x19, same thing. So, yeah.
Now, what is the 9mm that is off? Because there is one that's off.
9x18 Makarov.
That's what it is. I accidentally bought some of that one time.
Ooh.
Yeah, it just said 9mm on there, but then it said in the fine print.
Well, there's also the 9mm Largo, which I think is a 9x23, not to be confused with the 9x23 Winchester, which came out as a highly overpowered competition competitive shooting round. Was supposed to be on par with 38 Super and 10mm 357 SIG.
9mm Wildcat cartridge.
It is. It's a 9mm Wildcat cartridge, and for the first time since Steve's opened the store in 2010, we wound up with a box of that. Nobody
Really?
that wants to buy it's gonna like the price on it because it's ridiculous, but it's fun when those weird Wildcat cartridges come in. It's like, don't sell that to anybody unless they know exactly what they're looking for.
Now, do you get a lot of ammo-related questions? I mean, now my guess is people call and ask if you have ammo, probably quite a bit as well.
I got a lot of empty spots on the ammo shelf.
You got a lot of full spots too, but is that a
do.
common question, do you think, that people call to just say,
Yes.
do you have Xcaliber in stock? Or?
Do you have 7.62 by 39? Do you have 5.56? Do you have 2.23? Do you have 9mm? Where can I find 380? Has your 38 Special and 357 Magnum come back in yet? And sometimes I get to disappoint them, and sometimes I get to make people incredibly happy.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part. Right there is like, get your butt in here, buy as much as you want right here at the counter. We got it.
Now, what other thing? Like, is there usually more technical? Do you get a lot of technical questions that people ask, or what are their big questions when they're looking for a firearm?
What do these chokes mean? What is imp choke? What is imp-sil? What does mod mean? What are all these things
So a lot
on
of
the
acronym
Yes,
questions.
a lot of acronym questions, and people who come in asking for a model and not knowing what brand it is. They're like, I need a 17. Okay, that's most likely a Glock 17. Would you like a Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5? Does it need to be optics ready? If we just type in Glock, you're going to come back with more than 500 different models of Glock to choose from. You got to narrow some of the stuff down. And then a couple gentlemen that were in here earlier today going, I like that Glock right there, as he picks up the SIG Sauer from West Germany and is like, this Glock is nice. I'm like, all right, in that instance, Glock just means firearm. Just means it's
Right. It's a black pistol. It must be a Glock.
that's right.
Yeah, that's
Hey, black guns matter.
that's right.
They all matter.
And I bet you get a lot of experts in that know everything but say foolish things. Is that a common? Just more curious what people are asking and what they're looking for.
You can't make fun of those people,
No.
because that was us. At one point, that was us. We've all done stuff like that. You can't make fun of somebody else for doing the same darn thing that you yourself have done.
Well, and now I'm going to retract that question, because I know there's been lots of times where I've walked in and I thought I knew what I was talking about, but in reality, I actually then had to learn that I was wrong on something. That happens, not just at gun stores, but everywhere.
That's
With
life.
all subjects, yeah.
That-
Yeah. Life is confusing, isn't it?
That's just part of being human. That is just what everyone else that is on this planet is doing at the same time. We are all learning something new. I appreciate the questions where they don't know, where they're trying to understand, and the guys that come in and take notes, or that come back and do ask for the right stuff later, and you can tell they paid attention when you talked to them and told them what they were trying to ask for, and here's the specifics of this, and this is what you need to look for, here's the places you're going to look for this, and here's what you might find. If you have any further questions, you know where to find us. We're here. Come back and see
Awesome.
us. And the kids that do the research, do their homework, and come back, they're fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. Now, the guy that just came in for the 10th time this week asking the exact same question, there's nobody at the store that can help you any further than you've already been helped, and I do apologize. You might try someplace else that would speak a language closer to what you are looking for. If they're just looking for an answer that differs from the same 10 answers they got the first time.
Gotcha.
Good luck.
Well, Maggie, gosh, thank you so much. I do know, I can say that, my experience has been, you guys are always so helpful. And I've seen you interact with other customers, and it's not just you, it's everybody here. You guys are really one of the more friendlier stores I've ever been to. So thank you for doing that, and thank you so much for helping us on this channel as well.
Heck.
And we'll just keep talking.
Heck yes, it's been a pleasure. That's what we're here for, and I'm so glad to hear that. You are heckin' awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.
See you
Bye-bye.
next time.